This week on Simply Salt and Light with Kris and Brandy.
Hey y'all, this is Kris here. I got Mike right there cutting some wood. He's making some spears. Today I wanted to make a video kind of with our progress of building up this property, taking it from raw and turning it into something that we can use. So as you can see right behind me here, that is a 98 F-150, okay? My dad owned it. It has sat there for, I don't know, roughly 4 years. The tires might still have air in them, but the clutch went out. And I'm not trying to get into projects of building trucks again, or I would assume that the work I know of on the truck would be about $5,000 altogether. So today I'm going to show you the path that we're going to have the wrecker service come in to pick up this truck. I'll also show you one of the campers that are on the property that aren't ours. That one is an abandoned vehicle that I also have to get off the property. So I figure you all probably would like to be able to see a little bit more of our property, see what we're doing here. So that's what our goal is today. So starting with the truck is close to the cabin. One of our fears is that over time, we're gonna start seeing oil leak out of the truck and then ultimately contaminate the pond, which is not something we're willing to do. A little bit of the backstory on it is, you know, my dad, he bought that truck for $12,000. He talked down the dealership from 15 to 12. Took him about 8 hours. Around when he bought the property, and shoot, I think 96 is when he bought it. So we've had two different trucks during that time. This path is a great little trail. Me and my dad used to drive down it. You know, it's wide enough for a vehicle to get down. I don't think we've been out here this far up the trail in about 6 years. It's beautiful. It's got a canopy. Stays shaded most of the year. So really our goal today is to move branches like this out of the way. Move trees so the wrecker could have a better time getting down here and getting out safely. Last thing you ever want is a wrecker to need a wrecker to get the first wrecker out. So the hill is not too bad in grade. There's a few bumps, no potholes. That's a fun civilization joke there. We don't deal with potholes out here. But, you know, I mean, to give you an idea how thick our woods are, we got some rather tall pine trees here. We also spotted a couple hickories that we believe to be about 200 years old. We can do that in a later video. Let y'all see that too. And overall, the trail looks good. Show you the other trail that has the abandoned RV on it. All right, now that I'm done running like the Flash, this hill is a pretty long hill. It's all uphill when you come up. It's nice with groceries because, you know, you take them out of the vehicle and you get to go downhill. So another one that we've got to do, as you can see behind me, is the RV. This RV has been here, I don't know, about 20 years probably. The wrecker service is gonna move this for us. They treat it like an abandoned vehicle, so we don't have to pay anything to get it removed. However, this is also going to be our future RV placement. As you can see, the trees aren't extraordinarily tall, so that is definitely a blessing. But the woods are thick, and roughly 60 feet from where I am, maybe 100, is where the ravine starts dropping off. But we're gonna be working to get the gravel brought down. I'm gonna be building kind of like a rock retention to level it. Shouldn't be too hard. But our property is raw. I think it got clear cut about 30 years ago. You know, that's what we're dealing with. That's what we've got to work with, and we're excited to do it. We're gonna have y'all along for the ride throughout the whole process. You know, it's been pretty stressful with having the kids and Brandy down in Florida while me and Mike are up here in Virginia. It's given time for me and Mike to bond a lot. We've had some good times. I think we're looking at Brandy and the kids getting up here in the next week or two, so that should be exciting. You know, with Brandy here, she can definitely make sure I'm staying on task by making these videos. Often, you know, I like to work. You know, I get in there and I start doing what I can, you know, and I just forget to pick up my phone, which is the craziest thing. But I'm gonna be working on that. One of the big obstacles we're having out here is without the solar array, it makes it really hard to charge things out here. We have an 8,000 watt generator, but it's a lot of work to get the gas to and fro. It's about a half-mile trek to the cabin from the access road, you know, and really our big thing was to be able to, you know, minimize the use of electricity. Electricity is great. There's plenty of advantages you have with electricity, you know, with health, with comfort, safety, all of those. I'm not against electricity. I also don't want to rely on electricity all the time. So we will have our solar array out here shortly. That will make it more reliable to be able to, you know, make these videos. But I wanted to speed you up as I'm taking you on this trail. This week we got this bridge accomplished. It's not anything, you know, aesthetically pleasing, right? But it is functional. We really are striving for functionality right now. We're out of survival and into thriving. But, you know, at the same time, you don't want to walk across a bunch of mud, things like that. You know, and we don't want a lot of standing water happening either. So what we did was we dug out our trench. We're going to dig it much wider, much deeper. But then that flows off into the pond. The reason we chose this spot is because if you follow the water back, I don't know if you can see that back there, there's still standing water. A weed eater through the area to connect the two creeks, or the overflow to the creek that we've now made. That will help us be able to, you know, move supplies back and forth without getting stuck in, you know, the bog, the marsh of this area. Another one we've done is about 10 foot wide, I would say. We've got a lot more to clear here, but I want to keep some of the vegetation up for erosion control, but it doesn't have to be all the way up here. I definitely want to push this right here back further. I'm not a fan of not knowing where snakes are. I like to know where snakes are, especially up here. You know, we're really blessed because in Virginia, you have the copperhead as a venomous snake. You have timber rattler as a venomous snake. And then you also have water moccasin. So we've seen copperheads only so far out of the venomous snakes. So we like to keep those around. Also, you know, to kind of update y'all on what we've been getting done out here. We would like to be able to do mini videos. I know our goal is, you know, a video a week, but I really think, you know, 2 videos a week, 3 videos a week, that's doable for sure. And I really hope y'all liked the tour. See you next time.